the whole video.
Okay, perfect. And so
The
you'll
teaching
send that
lessons, yes.
to me. Okay.
Yeah, we can just see
Look
it.
at it briefly here.
So the standards I'm covering in this video, it's 4 and 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is
The content knowledge and the application of content.
Yes. So
Sure.
this is the global issues, and this one how they understand the concept of the lesson, instructions, and they are using technology.
Okay.
And here project-based learning. Yes, and global contents.
Okay,
So-
perfect. So if we were to look at this rubric, where would you rate yourself on the rubric? In relation to this lesson? Like how would you self-assess yourself?
When I was doing the lesson plan, I kept looking at the rubric, so I make sure
Mhm.
that I'm planning well for the lesson. So I'm covering those 2 parts.
Okay.
So I let them use technology in the classroom.
Okay.
So we did the QR code, and they watch a video about germs resi, and I connected the global connection, the issues,
Okay.
with the cityscape, the countries, different countries.
Okay.
And I showed them the building in Germany, so different countries, New York, Germany, and Dubai, how the cityscapes looks in different countries.
Okay. So if you look at the specific standards, for example, like in terms of like being proficient, right? Or candidate lists the student's prior knowledge to the lesson while recognizing student misconceptions and correcting them. Where do you think you were in relation to that? Do you think that's something do you think you were proficient? Do you think you were outstanding? Do you think you were basic?
Like, what's in outstanding that missing from the profession?
So outstanding, in addition to proficient, the candidate redesigns the lesson to correct misconceptions.
I don't know.
So it means, that sort of means like you'd be, if people had misconceptions about it that you sort of discovered when you're asking them questions, you would kind of probably make some changes on the spot to ensure or to fill in their knowledge.
I didn't really do that. There wasn't really something that I have to redesign or re-ask the question in a different way. They got the point
From the beginning?
From the beginning.
So there were
yeah.
no misconceptions?
No.
Okay.
I think no, there wasn't.
Okay. And then the content knowledge, does the candidate use appropriate instructional resources that are comprehensive, accurate, or appropriate for students? Again, the proficient says candidate uses instructional resources, including technology, that are appropriate for student learning. The outstanding says candidate evaluates and modifies instructional resources, including appropriate technology, to ensure they are comprehensive, accurate, and appropriate for students.
I think I covered this part. So you can see it in the videos. Once I did the lesson plan, I told them who's germs resi, and we discussed it with questions. We reviewed the elements of art that we taught, and I told them that we are going to a composition using those 3 elements. And then I gave them the QR code to watch a short video about him. And then they watched the short video about him. And then we discussed again about what did they see inside the video different than what we talked about. And I told them this is silent now when they are watching. Then I did the demonstration of the lesson. It's for the content. And I showed them how to use the markers, and then they start the process. In silent art, I walk around, I give them more instructions individually, and I make sure that they are coloring correct. Some of them, I said the sky would be with the crayons. Some of them, they already start with markers, so I have to stop them and tell them the information again. So I think it was covered. And I left the example in front of them so they get more ideas.
Okay.
And I kept walking around. They were really amazing in this class. Quiet, asking questions, raising their hand. They follow the quiet talking, silent art, and whispering. Give them more instructions. And here's pictures for the cityscapes in different countries: Egypt, Dubai, and New York, because the artist was inspired from New York, who is from America. So some of them told me the story that they went to Times Square, and I showed them the artwork that he did in Times Square and the real picture of Times Square.
Okay.
And I told them that how they divide the paper into background, middle ground, and foreground, so they know how to do the artwork. The background is the sky, the middle ground is the building, and the foreground if they are going to do a street, ocean, train. So they don't, now they know what cityscape mean. And next time we're gonna talk about landscape. So they know the difference between cityscape and landscapes.
Okay.
And shapes, we talk about shape, color, and line. Those are the 3 elements we took. So we know those 3 elements by heart, and then we can start a new element. They review geometric and organic shapes. You know the building's geometric shape, the facial expressions are organic shapes.
Okay.
So they know the difference between the organic and geometric shapes now.
Great.
So that's the result. But it's not done coloring. I think you're doing really
So
good.
what was your initial learning objective then? What was the main learning objective? I'm just going to your lesson plan here.
2, yes. I'll stop the video now. Here, 3 things. Illustrate cityscapes inspired by James Brazy. They will be able to illustrate cityscapes. They will identify and apply the elements of art that we took, only the 3 elements of art that we took, line, color, and the 2D shapes, geometric and organic. And they will be able to add facial expression to their buildings. This couldn't be objective. Can be the first 2 or the main.
Okay.
The elements.
So what would you say the main objective was?
Identify and apply elements of art, the 3 elements of art.
Did you do all 3 of these in one lesson?
No. These are all. We did line for leaves. We did color for the color wheel.
Right.
And shapes. We did the working sheet, organic and geometric shapes. This I didn't record it.
Okay.
And I taught them the organic and geometric shapes in 1 lesson, and then this is the 4th lesson.
Okay.
Combining, making a composition
Yeah.
using those 3 elements.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe your objective more was that students will be able to illustrate
cityscape.
utilizing their knowledge of the elements of art.
Yes.
All in one.
All in one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It kept me one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, because when you have 3 learning objectives, it generally means you probably have too much that you're expecting in a lesson, especially for grade 2s, right?
Yeah.
So it's better just to have one main thing that you're focusing on, right?
Okay.
I mean, that's still a big learning objective in itself, but it's the 4th lesson, you've built up to it, right?
Yeah.
So the
So
students,
I'm not teaching them line, color, and shape. They already know, but I'm telling them how to use them all together in one.
Yeah, you're expecting to see a final product of their knowledge, right?
Yes.
Within this as
Yes.
well. So awesome. Okay, so when we look at it as well, and then we see
Those are all the students. I got this time. I got all of their artwork.
Great.
And I told them by Sunday they would be done, and they are so excited to hang them up. We can't wait to see them up. And there's no gaps, as I told them. The different top roofs, different colors, different facial expressions in all the buildings. That's able.
Nice.
Love it. It's very unique. And the sky with the crayons. That
Great.
was a challenge for them to remember. Most of them, they start with markers. And this one is done. This one is done. Amazing.
Nice.
Almost. Charlie was doing his amazing work.
Great.
Madison.
Excellent. So they all seem to have got the objective of the
Yeah.
lesson, right? They all
Yeah.
seem to were successful in being able to
even
do it.
Freddy, Skylar, all of them.
Great. Wonderful.
The 13 students, yes.
Fantastic. Good.
So I think I tried my best to cover the 2 standards.
Okay.
They used technology. I didn't put technology that much. Like last time I did the Kahoot for the colors. It was fun to have the questions and answer the game. So this time just scanning the code.
Okay.
So that was it.
Okay.
I feel like it's more succeeded than the other. Like I'm getting to know what I'm supposed to be doing.
For sure. So why do you think it was more successful? Do you think it's just you're growing more confident with the class and what to expect from them?
Yeah, they start to get used to me now in the classroom and teaching them. They got used to my rules and expectations. They know the
Okay.
stickers time and they know the silent art. And
Great.
when I'm teaching, they don't talk that. They still sometimes just shout it out loud.
Right.
Get used to raising hands, but it's much better now with the
Okay.
expectation.
Oh, good. So you have some routines and structures in place that are helping you
Yes,
support your
yeah,
learning
it's that
environment.
word, yes. Even
Great.
today I had them like 2:30 to 3 at the end of the day and they were silent art, which is
Oh,
like I wasn't
wow.
expecting
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah, Freddie got
Especially
the
after
first.
the Halloween party, right?
Yeah, Freddie got 5 stickers. I told him if you got 5 stickers, you get a prize, like art supplies, like just a prize. So Freddie actually got the 5 stickers. He was amazed by himself.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Good for him.
it worked. It worked.
That's
good for
great.
him, yeah.
Good, good. Awesome. So a success.
Oh yeah, I can say that.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we move to next then? What's the next challenge? Yeah. Okay,
So this one's perfect.
great.
Great.
Okay,
so
wonderful.
just wait your